The economy is sitting on a knife's edge. Multiple forces are at work, pulling in opposite directions. When these forces finally collide, when the contradictions finally break down, the resulting shock will reshape the entire global economy. I'm going to walk you through 3 economic events that I believe are likely to happen in 2025. These are unwild predictions. These are based on current trends and historical precedent. These are things that could genuinely happen. Prediction number 1. A major bank or financial institution will collapse. We got a preview of this in 2023. Silicon Valley Bank failed. 3 other banks failed, then the Federal Reserve stepped in and backstopped the entire banking system. They said, "Don't worry, we'll guarantee all deposits." But here's the problem. The fundamental issues that caused SVB to fail haven't been resolved. Banks are still holding assets that are worth less than what they paid for them. Commercial real estate is still collapsing. Bank balance sheets are still stressed. The system is still fragile. All it takes is one more shock, one more wave of defaults, one more institution that reveals it's insolvent, and the confidence breaks. People panic. They try to withdraw their money. Banks can't pay. Another institution collapses. When one institution collapses, panic spreads. People wonder which bank is next. They withdraw their money. Other banks collapse. It becomes contagious. Before you know it, you have a banking crisis. And unlike 2023, the government's capacity to backstop the system is limited. The government is already in debt. The government already prints too much money. The government can't rescue everything. When the next bank fails, the government might not be able to save it. What happens then? If a major bank collapses and the government can't save it, there will be massive disruption. Businesses won't be able to get loans. Payroll can't be processed. The entire financial system freezes. It's 2008 all over again, or worse. Prediction number 2. Gold and alternative assets will surge as safe havens. As people lose confidence in the banking system and the currency system, they're going to flee to safety. Where do they flee? Hard assets, real assets, gold, silver, real estate, commodities. Gold is already starting to move. Gold recently broke through $2,000 per ounce. As inflation continues and currency concerns deepen, gold is going to go much higher. Gold could easily reach $2,500 to $3,000 per ounce in 2025. Why? Because gold is the ultimate currency when other currencies fail. Gold doesn't require a government to back it. Gold doesn't require confidence. Gold is universally accepted as valuable. When the paper currencies crash, gold becomes king. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency are also going to surge. As people move away from the dollar, they're going to look for alternatives. Bitcoin is the digital version of gold. Bitcoin is going to surge as well. The wealthy are already making these moves. The wealthy are buying gold. The wealthy are buying real estate. The wealthy are moving away from dollar-denominated assets. They know what's coming. They're preparing. The poor and middle class, they're still holding dollars. They're still in the banking system. They're going to get crushed when things move. The gap between the wealthy and everyone else is going to explode in 2025. Prediction number 3. The largest wealth transfer in history will begin. In 2025, we're going to see the largest wealth transfer in history. Not from the government to the people. The opposite. A wealth transfer from the people to the wealthy. How, through asset sales during the crisis, when banks collapse and credit dries up, people are going to need cash desperately. They're going to sell their assets to raise cash. Real estate stocks, whatever they own, they're going to be forced sellers. Who's going to buy? The wealthy. The wealthy have cash. The wealthy have liquidity. When assets crash 50%, 70%, 80% in value, the wealthy are going to buy everything. They're going to buy real estate at 50 cents on the dollar. They're going to buy stocks at prices they haven't seen in decades. They're going to consolidate wealth. Then, when things recover, these assets are going to recover. The wealthy are going to own even more. The poor and middle class are going to own even less. This has happened before. After the 2008 crisis, the wealthy bought up all the foreclosed properties. Today, the wealthy own more real estate than ever before. The poor own less. The gap exploded. It's going to happen again in 2025. It's going to be bigger. The wealth consolidation is going to be accelerated. By the end of 2025, the top 1% is going to own an even larger share of the world's wealth than they do today. Now, here's what's important to understand. These predictions aren't disaster scenarios that we're hoping to avoid. These are natural outcomes of the current system. The system is unsustainable. The contradictions are building. The explosion is inevitable. The question isn't whether these things will happen. The question is when and how severe it will be. But here's the good news. If you understand what's coming, you can prepare. You can position yourself to weather the storm. You can even position yourself to benefit from it. How? By moving your wealth into assets before the crash. By buying hard assets like real estate and gold. By having cash on hand to buy the crash. By positioning yourself to be a buyer, not a seller. The wealthy do this automatically. The wealthy understand the system. The wealthy know what's coming. The wealthy have already moved their wealth into safety. They have cash, they have assets. They're ready. The poor and middle class don't understand. They have no cash. They have no assets. They're not ready. When the crash comes, they're going to panic. They're going to sell. They're going to lose. The choice is yours. You can understand the system and prepare, or you can ignore it and suffer. But the time to prepare is running out. 2025 is the year. The predictions are coming due. The economic events are about to unfold. Save this video. Study these 3 predictions. Use them to prepare. Because what's coming in 2025 is going to reshape the world, and those who are ready will survive. Those who aren't will suffer. The clock is ticking. The time for preparation is now.